What a week for the Nats, sweeping the New York Mets, and a lot of credit has to go to the relievers. The bullpen certainly was outstanding. Our very own Debbi Taylor caught up with the bullpen coach Jim Lett to talk about his fine relievers.
Thank you very much, Byron and Jim. What a wonderful job the bullpen has been doing as of late. Last 5 games, 0 ERA for the season, a .233 batting average against. What has been the key to the consistency out there?
I think each guy picking the other guy up. I think you saw that case yesterday. We got in a little bit of a jam, and the next guy that came in got us out. And I think it's been that way ever since the All-Star break. It's been a 7-8 man group, and we haven't really had to depend upon one guy, and I think that's the success of the whole story.
There's a lot of camaraderie out there, isn't there, in the bullpen?
Yes, it is. It's, you know, you're kind of getting a group environment. It's always said the pitchers are on one side, you know, the offensive players are on one side, but it is a little bit true. Those guys, you know, they're out there for 9 innings. They know each other. They know their roles, and I think that helps a lot.
Now with the extra arms down there, does that make it easier or harder as far as getting guys ready?
Well, I think there's a certain situation. You know, Davey has a certain way how he works things. Certain guys are in certain roles. So we have to, basically what it really is we have to make sure that everybody stays sharp. That's the key, you know, that certain guys get their throwing in, so when they're called upon that, they are sharp.
Davey's really had a reputation of being a good manipulator of the bullpen, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. You know, when I was with him in the National League over in Cincinnati, of course, we had a pretty good bullpen there, too. And, you know, Davey's always been that guy where he's always had that strong finish with guys at the end of the game.
Tell us a little bit about some of the new guys that are down there. It seems like Tom Gorzolani, he started the season as a starter, but he's really made the nice transition to a long reliever.
I tell you, he's done an excellent job. He's come in that 4th and 5th inning, carried us through 2 or 3 innings where we can get to our setup guys and our closer. Tommy does a nice job against left-handed hitters, and he's really fit that role well. We have Severino, who's come up from Syracuse, and Davey's put him in some tight situations. He's come in and got the left-handers out. So it's been a good mix, you know, with the young guys to see what they can do at this time of the year, and of course our veteran guys who are the ones that usually come in to close the games out.
Not too many of the relievers get an opportunity to hit, but Craig Stammen pitched a nice inning, and then he actually got a chance to hit and scored the winning run the other day against the Mets. And how fun is that, too, to see the guys coming through with the sacrifices and with the base hits?
Well, I think it just shows what kind of complete athletes they really are. You know, Craig had been a starter, so he had been able to take batting practice, and he gets in there and he handles himself pretty well. The other day when Tommy Malone came in and hit the home run. So these guys, you know, they do get their work in. They're in there now at bunting and so forth. So they are good athletes. They're good fielders. You know, they run the bases. So it's a, you know, it's a typical National League pitcher.
Does Henry Rodriguez throw as hard in the bullpen as when he comes out to the mound?
Henry's kind of amazing. You know, I've been with a couple guys before where the first pitch is as hard as the last, and Henry's almost like that. I mean, after 2 or 3 pitches, he's at full speed.
We have to mention Tyler Clippard and Drew Storen while talking about the bullpen. The two of them just seem to be lights out, and it's so fun to watch the way they feed off of each other. They seem like they're very good friends, they're roommates, and just what's it been like working with them throughout the course of the season? Are you amazed at the success they've had? Definitely.
You know, Tyler's in that situation where he is the setup guy. He's the guy that goes to kind of set the stage for Drew. So when Clip comes in, he's in there for 1 inning, maybe 4 outs, whatever it may be, and then Drew feeds off of him. And it's been kind of an amazing story with Drew because, you know, he didn't really start the season as our closer. Bernie was our closer, and I think somebody told me the other day he has over 40-some saves and a little over a year of doing this job, and that's an amazing feat itself.
What's it like for you personally, Jim, to watch your relievers going out there in these pressure-packed situations?
Well, I think you see guys kind of grow up. They learn the situation, and I hope they learn from each game. You know, each game's different, each game, its situation's different. You know, I've been pretty well blessed with some good closers. I had a guy that saved 85 games in a row, which, you know, probably won't ever be broken. I had another guy that's got over 600-some saves a part of with Trevor Hoffman. So I have been blessed with having guys at the end of the games that know how to close them out.
Okay, and I know you're doing a great job getting them ready to come in. Thank you very much for joining us on Nats Extra, Jim.
Thank you, Debbie.
Okay, Byron, Ray, back to you.